Good morning. The crop report just came out, supply and demand report, and also production. I have not even seen it yet. I've just pulled it up on my screen. They're reporting the news this time a little different. This is coming out. It's not being given to news services in advance. So it's going to be a little sloppy, and I apologize for that. I'm going straight to their site. We're going first to cotton. I'm going to read from it the basic summation. This month's 2018-19 U.S. crop forecast includes higher beginning stocks, production, exports, and ending stocks relative to last month. Production for 2018 crop is raised 4% to 19.2 million bales on this season's first survey-based production forecast. So we went from 18.5 to 19.2. The market's not going to like that because that's outside the range of guesses, or that's certainly higher than the average guess of 18.4. Higher yield. The survey indicates higher abandonment, but a higher average yield compared to last month's expectations. Beginning stocks are raised 400,000 bales due to lower than expected 2017-18 exports and domestic consumption. 2018-19 exports are 500,000 bales higher at 15.5 million bales. Ending stocks are 600,000 bales higher this month. The midpoint of the marketing year average price is unchanged from last month at 75 cents. Projected world 2018-19 ending stocks are down 1% this month due to a combination of lower beginning stocks and higher consumption offsetting higher production. Beginning stocks are reduced 450,000 bales, reflecting both lower production and higher consumption estimates for 2017-18. Production 2018-19 is increased 400,000 bales with higher expected crops in the United States, Argentina, and Turkey, offsetting reduced crops in Uzbekistan, Australia, and Turkmenistan. Consumption is raised 660,000 bales, led by a 300,000 bale increase for Pakistan, with smaller increases in Indonesia. Cotton was up 12 before the report. And excuse me here, let me pull this up. Right now, we've got cotton down 136 points. As I said, the market would not like this. We're at 86.90 right now, and that the low is 85. We're at 85.90 right now. That's down 136. That's the low of the day. So let's go now to soybeans. Let's see what we've got here. Oilseeds. Production for 2018-19 is projected at 135 million tons, up 7.7 million from last month, due mainly to a higher soybean production forecast. Soybean production is forecast at 4.586 million bushels, up 276 million, 4.5 billion. That's up 276 million on higher yields. Harvested area is forecast at 88.9, unchanged from last month. The first survey-based soybean yield forecast is 51.6. The average guess, 51.6 bushels per acre. The guess was 49.8, so that's higher than people thought. Higher production more than offsets lower beginning stocks. Soybean supplies for 2018-19 are projected for a record 5.04 million bushels, or let's say 5 billion bushels, 5.08 billion bushels, 5% above last month. With large supplies, crush, and exports are raised 15 to 20 million bushels, respectively. Ending stocks projected at 785 million bushels, up 205 million from last month. The ending stocks for soybeans, they thought it was going to be 641. That was the average guess, so that's higher. Soybeans before the report was down 8. Right now it's down 22.5. So it's gotten hit. It's at 882. We did get as low as 876 and a quarter. We're bouncing a little bit, but that was a surprise there. Looking at corn, this month's corn outlook is for larger supplies. That's what they thought. Greater feed and residual use, increased exports, and larger ending stocks. Corn production is forecast at 14.6 billion bushels, up 356 million from the July projection. The season's first survey-based corn yield forecast at a record 178.4 bushels per acre. It's 4.4 bushels higher than last month's trend line projection. I'm just looking on down here. Exports are raised reflectively. U.S. export competitiveness and expectations of reduced competition from Brazil, with supply and demand, with supply rising faster than use. Ending stocks are raised 132 million bushels to 1.7 billion. All right, let's look at what the reaction is. Corn was down 3 1/4 before the report. Right now, corn is down 3 3/4. So it was down and down just a small amount. Lastly, we're going to look at wheat. The outlook for 2018-19 U.S. wheat this month is lower supplies, greater usage, and reduced stocks. Wheat production has lowered 4 million bushels to 1.877 billion. On a slight reduction in winter wheat, durum, and other spring wheat production as indicated by this the August crop production report. Projected food use is increased by 5 million bushels to 970 million bushels. This would be record food use, surpassing 2017 and 18. Projected wheat exports are raised 50 million bushels. Projected 2018-19 ending stocks are reduced 50 million bushels to 935 million, down 15% from last year. So we're looking at wheat. That market was up 4.5 before the report. Right now it's up 5.5. You'd say it's a little bullish for wheat, a little bearish for corn, pretty bearish for beans, although we seem to be finding some support. Cotton market clearly bearish. It's at 86 even right now, down 126. This report, they were not expecting this, did not anticipate at all they would turn around and wipe out last month's numbers. I think most people would agree it's probably not correct, but, you know, that's what we're dealing with. So that's it. We will talk to you later after the market closed.